I'm Jennifer. I'll be leading you through a 35-minute gentle movement practice today. We're going to start on our backs in supported bridge, and so you'll need with you today one block and perhaps a blanket to sit on or to put under your head or your hips if you don't have a block. If you don't have a blanket, a pillow would work well. Also, as long as it's a sturdy pillow or something you can, if it's a shallow pillow, you're going to want to fold it in half. All right? So I'm going to come sideways and I'm put just a little bit of softness under my head. And as I lie on my back, lift my hips and slide the block underneath my pelvis. Resting here, your arms can remain on top of your body, or you could open your arms outward to the side. As you rest here, allow your breath to deepen. Feel yourself drop down closer to the floor with every exhalation. Notice your breathing and how it settles you. It can settle your mind as well as relax your body. While you're here, gently begin to turn your head right and left as you exhale. Pausing in the center, lift up your right knee and bring it in closer to your chest as much as your body will allow it to come. Squeeze and open your toes, turn your ankle in circles. Push your legs straight up toward the ceiling. Now, if straight up doesn't work for you and you need to lower your leg, please go ahead and do that. Once your leg is up, point and flex your ankle, feeling the stretch move down the front and the back of your leg. Cross your ankle over your other knee and allow your knee to drop away from your body. If you would like, you could tip your legs a little bit to the left and the right to see how that feels on your hips and your back. Release that, kick your leg up again. Now we're going to engage the abdominals and press your left foot into the floor. Lower this straight lifted leg all the way down, heel first, until it touches the floor. Once you reach the floor, bend your knee, plant your foot again next to the other one. And we'll change sides. Push your left leg up toward the sky, point and flex your ankle here. Bend your knee and pull your leg in closer toward your shoulders as much as your hips and back will allow. Circle your ankle and squeeze and open your toes. Cross your ankle over your other knee. Press the knee away from you, stretching your outer hip. You can choose to stay right here, or if you'd like, Shift your legs a little bit to the right and the left, and notice how that feels on your hips and your back. Straightening your leg again toward the ceiling. Press down into your right foot and engage your abdominals. Lower this straight leg all the way down to the floor. Once you reach the floor, bend your knee and place your foot next to your other foot. Hands will go beside the body now. Press down into the palms and press your feet into the floor underneath your knees. Press your shoulders into the floor. Lift your hips up. Hold here as you breathe. Remove your block. Lower your hips gently down to the floor. Once you land on the floor, bring both knees to the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And perhaps rock your knees side to side. Now let's begin to circle these knees together while rocking a little bit side to side. Reversing direction. All right, let's drop the feet to the floor. Open your arms wide. Widen your feet a little bit wider than your knees and drop your knees to the right. Turning your gaze away. We'll take the second side. Lift your knees, drop over to the other side. Lift your knees. Let's go back to the first side. Drop down. Come back through the middle and one more time to the left. Now bring your right side all the way over on top of your left and press upright, coming into a comfortable seat. I'm going to sit on a blanket, crossing your shins if that's okay with your body. Bring your hands in front of your heart, interlace your fingers, press your palms forward, inhale, lift up over your head. Exhale, release your arms out and down. Bring your hands in front again. Interlace your fingers the other way. Press your palms forward. Lift up. Open your arms down. One more time. Together. Interlace. Press forward and lift. Open and release. And the last side. Cross, press, lift. And release. Let's tip side to side. Right arm up, leaning left. Let your head move how much it feels comfortable. Make a fist out of your right hand on top. Circle your wrist around as you sit up and lower your hand all the way down as you circle. Other side, left arm reaches up, exhale, lean right. Again, let your head move so it feels comfortable. Slow, gentle breath. Make a fist out of your hand, circle your wrist, sit up tall, and release your circling wrist all the way down. Good. Let's go back back and forth now. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale, tip over. Trade sides. Inhale up. Exhale over. Again, up and over. Up and over. Inhale, uplift both arms this time. Twist to the left and lower your hands down. Pause here and breathe. So your arm shape here is optional. You can keep one hand in front and one in back, or you could choose to cross your arm all the way over your lap and wrap your back arm around to the other side. That's up to you. Inhale, rise again. Arms come overhead. Twist the other way and drop your arms down. Again, you choose the arm position that feels best. Maybe you want to cross and half bind. Maybe relaxing arms front to back feels better today. Inhale as your arms come up overhead. Let's go side to side. Exhale, twisting left. Inhale, center. Twisting right. Inhale, center. Again, each side, twist and lift. Twist and lift. Bring your palms down the front. Relax your fingertips out in front of you and begin to lean forward over your legs. Inhale, lift up. Bring yourself back up tall. Take your legs up and out the front, straight legs, and give your legs and ankles a shake out. Crisscross your shins the other way, so your other foot is in the front, your other shin is in the front. And bring your palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, reach forward and open your arms wide as you arch your back. Exhale, bring your palms together, round your back as you bring your thumb knuckles into your sternum. Inhale, reach and open. Exhale, together and round. Inhale, reach and open. Exhale, together and round. One more time. Inhale, reach and open. Exhale, together and round. Back to the center, let your hands rest on your knees. We'll begin to circle the shoulders around the hips. Reverse direction. And we're back to the center. Folding again. This time we've got the other leg in front, so it might feel a little different to your hips and your back. Inhale, lifting up again. Leaning back on your hands, feet to the floor. Remove the blanket or lift underneath your hips, and we'll place the feet wide and drop them down side to side. Twisting the low back, a little or a lot. If you'd like more of a twist, turn your shoulders away from your knees a little bit more. If you'd like less of a twist, keep your shoulders more forward. All right. Let's bring ourselves to tabletop position on hands and knees. Taking your knees under your hips and your hands under your shoulders. From here, we'll move into cat and cow using the rhythm of your breath. Exhaling as you round your back, pulling your head and pubic bone toward each other. Inhaling as you arch your back, pulling your head and tailbone toward the ceiling. All right, let's come into neutral spine. Extend your right leg to the back, lift it off the floor. Take your opposite arm, extend it forward, and lift it off the floor as well if that's comfortable to your body. If this is too much on your wrist, you can always be on your forearms for this, but I recommend you lift your forearms up a little bit on blocks. Let's change sides. You'll take the left leg back and lift it, and the opposite arm forward and lift it. So just to demonstrate what that looks like if you're using blocks, you've got one forearm on your block, and the hand is gripping the other block for support. Release, coming down. Adding a twist, extend your right leg out to the right. Extend your right arm as well. Lift your right arm up, twisting your body to the right, perhaps gazing up toward your hand. Releasing down. Try the other side. Extend your left leg to the left. Left fingers to the left as well. Lift your left hand, twisting to the left, open up. Inhale, unwind, hands and knees again. All right, this time we'll take the right knee bent out to the side, like fire hydrant lift, and we'll draw circles with your knee. Reverse direction. Now extend your leg to the back of the mat, drop your toe down, lift your other foot and kick it off to the left side. We're going to make a plank here, so drop your foot to the floor and lift your right hand, reaching up toward the ceiling. If you'd like a bigger stretch, take your lifted arm, bicep by your ear, and reach long as you press your tailbone forward and your foot into the floor at the back of your mat. Release, come back down onto hands and knees. And we'll come over to the other side. Start by lifting your left knee bent out to the side and draw circles with your knee. Reverse direction. And now extend your leg to the back of your mat, drop your toe to start. Lift your other foot, push it off to the right side and lower it down. Drop your left heel, reach your left arm up toward the ceiling, lifting into a twist, side plank. If you'd like a deeper stretch, take your lifted arm over by your ear and reach out long. Press your hips forward and release. Coming back to hands and knees, taking child's pose, widen your knees, drop to sit on your heels, rest your forehead down to the floor and relax. Lift up your head and shoulders. Walk your hands to the left, pull your hips to the right, and stretch the low back. Coming through the center, walk over to the other side, hands to the right, pull your hips to the left. Come back through the center, rise up to hands and knees. Walk your hands a little bit forward, tuck your toes, downward dog as you lift your hips, pull your hips back and press your hands forward. Inhale, drop your knees. Exhale, child's pose, sit back. Let's flow between those two places. Inhale to your knees, exhale, down dog. Inhale, knees, exhale, child's. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to your knees, exhale, child's pose. 2 more times, flowing on your own. Inhaling, exhale. Inhale, knees drop. Exhale, sit. 1 more time. This time as you inhale, lift to hands and knees. Walk your hands forward. Bring your shoulders over your wrists and lower down onto your forearms and your hips. Then take your hands under your forehead and drop your head down onto the back of your hands. Now, if lying on your belly bothers your lower back, I'll show you an easier way to release some of that tension. You'll take a blanket and fold it underneath your hips. That might help your back feel a little bit better. We're going to start with some leg lifts, leaving your forehead down on your hands. Press your tailbone down a little bit and lift your straight legs up one at a time. Up and down. Now we're going to try lifting both at the same time. If that doesn't work for you, go back to one at a time. Lift and lower. Okay, let's move on to the upper body. Take your arms out in front of you. If you can extend them straight forward, that's fine. If that's not okay for you, you go wider into a V, or you go bent elbows into cactus. One at a time, we'll lift the arm up and lower it down. Now we'll try lifting both at the same time. Again, if that's too uncomfortable, please do one at a time as before. All right, let's try to put those two pieces together. One leg, one opposite arm. Lift and lower. Trade sides. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. 2 more. Lift, lower. Lift, do one time, lifting everything up. Hands, arms, head, shoulders, and your legs. And release. Stack your hands again under your forehead. Bend your knees so that your feet come up in the air. And swish your feet side to side to release your lower back. Now let's press ourselves back into child's pose. Widen your knees. Drop your forehead. Lift up a little, walk your hands left, stretch the back again. Walk over to the other side, hands to the right, hips left. All right, bring yourselves upright, swing your legs around the front. We're gonna roll down to our back and we'll finish up here, lying on our back. You can bend your knees with your feet on the floor. Take a moment to settle before you bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a squeeze. You might like to rock here or circle your knees around. We'll take one more gentle twist. Knees will go to the left as your arms stay open. So if you twist and it bothers your shoulder to reach all the way back, I highly recommend you keep that arm wrapped across your chest over your rib cage. Let's twist over to the other side. Come back through the center. Make any final stretches or movements that your body would like to make before you finish up your class this morning. And I'll invite you to settle into Shavasana in any shape that feels comfortable to you. My favorite is to put my legs up on a chair. That helps me release my low back a little bit. I'm not going to guide you through Shavasana. You can take as much or as little time as your body would like today. I encourage you to try to stay for about 5 minutes. If that's challenging for you and you find your mind wandering, try this little trick. Count your breaths. Try to make big, long, full, deep breaths and try to count to 20 or 30 or 40, and you'll find yourself staying there for 4 to 5 minutes. That's the end of my lesson for today. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.